What am I going to do with you? How am I supposed to eat with this? Ugh! Okay, let's talk about it. Like, have you ever been down to your last dollar before? I know I have, and I want to talk to you guys about where I've come from with money. Okay, let's talk about it. So, just about a couple years ago, I was living here where I live now, which is Portland, Oregon, and I got to the point in my job where I just couldn't do it anymore. I just could not do what I hated for one more day of my life. And I was just coming into like my spiritual awakening. I knew the law of attraction existed. I knew that there were ways out there to manifest things, to manifest money. Did I really know exactly how to do that or like why I wasn't doing that? Hell no. What ended up happening was I quit my job and I had to learn the hard way what to do to pick up the pieces again, because I felt like what I did was I took a jump in my life that was like me trying to jump across the Grand Canyon, which just was really hard. So that actually led me down a path which I would refer to as a dark night of the soul, which totally sucked. Where I had to like move back to my parents' house across the country back in New York where I grew up, and just for like 8 months just like really being in this really dark place, having to really figure out like what worked and what didn't. And one day I just was like, enough is enough. I've had it. Like, this is not life. This sucks. So I knew that I needed to start to practice these principles that I've heard here and there, but like, what's gonna work? Like, what's actually gonna work? Like, you can watch The Secret and be like, oh yay, I can have everything, but like, do you have everything now that you watch The Secret? So let's talk about like what we can actually do here. And I basically just decided to try things here and there to see what would work, what wouldn't, and basically like I became aware of a system or kind of like a structure. Like, how do we take these like principles about law of attraction and manifestation and blah 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 into something that is actually tangible and practical that you can use in your everyday life to actually make it happen. And I began to realize that eventually, after trying some different things, that things were shifting, things were working. And I manifested this crazy situation where I wanted to become a part of Teal Swan, who is my spiritual teacher / mentor, a part of her training to become certified in one of her practices that helps you with like emotional processing, inner child work, things like that. But that required me to have money to pay for the tuition and the travel, and I wasn't working a regular job because I was done with those, right? So basically, by me coming into my own power and learning how to use these principles that I had been playing with to really see what worked and what didn't, because I had this long period of time where I knew what didn't work, right? So basically, I was able to manifest within 7 days, this is still like crazy to me, $2,600 out of nowhere, between all kinds of different things. Like, I had like a crowdfunding page where people were helping me. I had random stuff coming out of nowhere. And I was like, what in the world? So I ended up being able to go to this training, and it just completely changed my life after that point, because I was then able to realize that, you know, I can do something about this now. And I was able to get certified in that practice, which then led me to opening up my own business, which then with me practicing these same principles allowed me to move back to the place where I love, which is here in Portland, Oregon, where now I feel like I'm in this like crazy abundant state and just like always have more than enough for everything that I need. And I only do things that feel good, that I feel passionate about. I don't do anything I hate anymore in my day-to-day life. And it's come to the point where it was like, I want to live on a planet where everybody gets to know this and gets to feel this. And so I wrote a course on everything that I learned, everything that I put into practice in ways that actually work. So this course is an online course. It's 8 weeks long. I literally today, as I'm filming this video, just taught the 8th part of it, the 8th week, the 8th module, to my first group of students. And it has been like this mind-blowing journey for all of us. I'm really, really excited because I'm going to have some testimonials coming in soon that I can share with you guys. But like, let me just tell you, we've shifted money mindsets like nothing else. This course is called Waves of Wealth, and I wanted to introduce you to it. So it's going to be an 8-week online course. And I kind of want to talk about like what some of the topics are that we're going to go over, because I'm reopening the doors again to take my next group of students. And we're going to be starting on March 26th. So let's talk a little bit about what we're going to get into in the course and how it works. Here's what we're going to get into, and we're going to have this entirely online, by the way. So when you sign up for the course, you're going to be invited into a private support group on Facebook. So we're going to have our own private Facebook group where we're going to be able to post whenever we want to receive the support that we need throughout this entire journey. And every week we're going to be releasing a new module, and we're going to be doing this together. So every module is going to be presented to you in a live video format, but you don't actually have to be there live. So there's going to be a recording for every module later that same day that they're done live, and you get to do this work at a pace that works for you. So in this particular group, I've had some students that were able to do it in real time with me, that by the time the next module came out, they were ready to go and tackle it. But I have some students at the conclusion of the course, which was just today, that are literally just starting module 3, aka week 3. So this is something that you get to have for life, by the way. You get access to this course for the rest of your life. You can go back and do it as many times as you want to. And let me just tell you, like, this is something that's an ongoing process. We've been basically programmed and indoctrinated our whole life with limiting beliefs and things that get in the way, and trauma and things we need to heal to really get out of the way to allow the abundance in. And these things will reveal themselves to you as you move forward and continue to, even for me. So this is what I did and learn what to do to get through those different blocks that were coming up, that you just go back and rewatch the same modules and just continue to do the work, and you're going to get to everywhere that you want to be. So let's talk a little bit about what some of the modules are going to include. Week 1 is all about the Law of Attraction 101. We're going to talk about what a desire is, why we're meant to actually achieve the desires, how we do so, what that means, why we're here, what is our purpose on this earth. Week number 2, who are we really? What are feelings? What are emotions? Why do we have them? How can we use those to our advantage to get the things that we want and become more wealthy and more abundant? And then we're going to introduce an awesome journey that takes place through journaling, which I call the 40-day process. Week 3, what we really want and need. So we're going to get super clear. We're going to really understand what it is that we want, why we want it, and what are the things that are keeping us from that. Are they limiting beliefs, resistance, prior childhood trauma? We're going to talk about all those things in that week. Week 4 is all about practical application. So what can we actually do in our day-to-day lives that will bring this stuff in? Is there some kind of system in place? Yes. And it's going to be something that you can modify to work the best for you, but I'm going to share with you my foolproof manifestation process that I've crafted, that I use all the time, including now in this day. Week 5, what do we do when bullshit comes up? What do we do when resistance comes up? What do we do when limiting beliefs come up? I'm going to introduce you to all the things that I know how to do and how to use whenever we encounter those things, and it's something that anyone can do. I can do it, so can you. Week 6, let's talk about your new life, the new you. How do we start our day in a way that's going to really build that momentum of what we want to bring in? How do we invite this stuff in? What's our future self doing? How do we do what they're doing right now? We're going to talk about being able to decide what happens in your life, and we're no longer going to be living life by default anymore. Week 7, it's all about surrender. We're going to talk about how some of the things that may have not gone right in your life have served you to get to the point that you're here in now. We're going to talk about learning what's right versus wrong for you, to stop playing the comparison game, how to stay inspired and know what's actually useful, what's going to help you to get to the place that you want to be in, and what isn't. And we're going to talk a little bit about what I like to call the vibrational diet, which is basically a way and process of learning what might be toxic around you that we can clean up and clear up to make even more space for the things that you want to come in. Week 8, empowered. We're going to go through everything that we talked about just to really touch on the important points. We're going to talk about some different strategies on how to clear away any negative experiences that you might have ever had with money. We're going to rewrite and live basically your new story, your new identity, who you are and who you're becoming and who you are going to be now that you're going to have all the things that you want, and knowing that you're going to have this entire course now at this point to go back to whenever you want to. It's all about staying inspired, staying motivated, and just really immersing yourself in things that feel good to immerse yourself in, and keeping all the other stuff out, and what to do moving forward once the course is over. So if this is sounding good to you guys, I so invite you to check out the course. We're starting on March 26th. You can visit the course to see all the different details about it, and for signing up at bit.ly/waves of wealth. I'm going to put a link down here as well as in the description of this video for you. So it's going to be 8 weeks online. Anyone can join in from anywhere in the globe. You're going to have this material for life. You're going to have this support system of everybody else that's going to be in the course with you. It is so fun because like people in the course are making friends and getting to talk to each other and building connections, and I just freaking love that so much. And there will also be on the course page, if you really want to take it to the next level and you feel like I'm ready to tackle this shit and I'm ready to do it now, there are some VIP options on there as well if you kind of want to upgrade to get extra personal one-on-one time with me on top of the group support, on top of the course. That's going to be available for you too. And know that I want you guys to have everything you can ever want. I want you to make more money than me. I'd be happy to see you doing that. I want to live in a world with people that know they get to have what they want and go get it. You know, that's what I'm here to teach you. I'm here to empower you. I'm here to free you. And I just want this for you so bad. This is something that I'm really, 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 really investing so much time and energy into because I believe in it so much. I've watched it work. I'm watching it work for myself and other people, and I want it to work for you. So know that I'm here for you. Know that I want this for you, and I hope I get to see you there for Waves of Wealth. I'll talk to you guys super soon. Bye.